there's a video gamers fight night at the esports arena in Santa Ana, California. Participants pay an entry fee, they come and they battle with their fellow gamers. Let's ask Ashley about this. Ashley, fill us in on these fight nights, how they're structured. Is it a big tournament?
This is terribly fascinating. So we got to go down to the esports arena. It's in Santa Ana, California, and they're billing themselves as sort of the first kind of its kind here in North America. What they do is they rent out the space or they host events all throughout the week, different kinds of events. And the one in particular we went to is called Wednesday Night Fights. And it is fighting games, and gamers come to this place. Like you said, they pay an entry fee, and then they pay an entry fee into a tournament every Wednesday night. And the winner takes a cash prize. They also get other kinds of prizes if there are sponsors for that particular night or a specific event. And it looks like and sounds like Esports Arena is gonna be a little bit of a thing that a lot of people are gonna start finding in their neighborhoods and in their cities, because esports is a huge business and it's only getting bigger. So they're trying to kind of be a feeder league, almost a minor league for professional gaming, if you will. And it's kind of cool to see everybody there. They're there on a Wednesday night, it's hundreds of people, and they stay till 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So they're very dedicated to their craft.
Well, so Ashley, you know, it's funny. I mean, everybody who watches CBSN knows that I'm a huge nerd. I play a lot of video games. Jeff Bakalar and I are always talking about like the latest video games. And look, I have like buddies that come to my house and like we pop in, you know, Halo or, Biohazard or whatever, and we play, and like there's people who don't play and just cheer us on as we're playing. So, I mean, I can totally see how this would be much cooler to be on like sort of a big stage or a big arena and having a bunch of like strangers cheer you on. In fact, funny enough, I just thought of something. When I was in college, there was a great old game called Super Tecmo Bowl. It's put on the Nintendo.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
You're giving me memories.
Right?
You're giving me so
remember
many
Tecmo
memories.
Bowl? Tecmo Bowl was out of control, and we used to have a major tournament in my fraternity of Tecmo Bowl where the entire house, over 120 brothers, like sororities would come over, and the last two guys with the last two teams would play for like the Super Bowl championship. So I could totally see this.
Everybody, it's a great experience, and there are a lot of people out there who are playing games on their couch going, I could be a professional gamer, and they don't know what it's like you were saying, to play in front of a crowd with tons of pressure and people screaming, and there's just a lot extra that goes into being a pro gamer. And so not only is it really fun for spectators to watch all of these really highly skilled players play, because I know I love that, but it's also really great for anybody looking to get into professional gaming as a way to sort of train themselves. But yeah, I'm with you. I remember LAN cafes back in the early 2000s. I used to go play Diablo 2 with my best friend in high school.
Diablo 2. I love Diablo 2.
yeah, and it's like this kind of feels like the new LAN cafe. This is sort of an evolution of the LAN cafe where it's still very social, and it's really cool that everybody sort of knows each other. They're creating a community, and then on top of that, they have this competition that's healthy, but also extremely lucrative in the way of, every week you can make a few $100 if you're really good at Street Fighter.
That's and I'm very good at Super Street Fighter. Let me ask you though, can you actually quit your job and become a professional gamer going to these type of events? I know that there are some. There are people that are very, very good, like world champions at certain games, and perhaps they have endorsement deals. But can you make a lot of money just winning tournaments?
I think depending on where you live, that would potentially be an option. I know Esports Arena is actually expanding. They have another location they plan to open in Oakland. So they have 2 locations, and then there are other locations sort of similar that do these sort of hosted nights, and they're dedicated spaces for gaming. But I think basically this I would consider to be sort of the AAAs of, or maybe even, it's sort of a feeder pool for professional gaming.
Nice.
So if you have what it takes, you'll kind of get brought up to the major leagues. And so I think this is like one of those kind of middle steps that we haven't really seen yet in esports and for pro gamers. So it would be one of those things where you win some money, and that's the good thing, but you might have to keep your day job until you get signed to a professional league.
All right, noted, Ashley, noted. Ashley Esqueda.
I expect you in this Super Tecmo Bowl professional esports league.
Oh man, I'll play it. Let's get on multiplayer. I wish that game, it's funny enough, I was just looking recently for old Nintendo games and old Windows 95 games that might be available to play on a modern PC or a Mac or even on your PlayStation. I'm still digging. Ashley
I'm with you.
Esqueda in Los Angeles. Thanks so much, Ashley. Appreciate it.
Thank you.